Yeah. We had a game plan going in to, play physical with the O-line. We knew that we felt like we had the more physical group, and we just had to put it on tape. So, following the coaching points, playing hard allowed me to get 2 sacks.
Christian, what would you say how the O line has kind of come together? You got two new starters, you got two guys playing different positions than last year. How's that come together?
It's been going together well. You know, Coach Schmidt is always working us hard every day, especially working on team chemistry. That's something I think has been one of our strong suits across the entire team, but especially for us as a unit. We're really confident, in our ones and twos, and we've just been, working at it every day. So I think, as we keep plugging away, we have a lot of good things ahead of us.
Individually for yourself, how much more comfortable are you kind of in your third full season as a starter at left tackle?
Definitely, really comfortable. Confidence is key in anything you do, and so for me, especially this being my fifth and final season, definitely been something I've been working hard at. Confidence in my game, both run and pass. So I think with Coach Schmidt and the guys around me, it's been sharpening me and making me a lot better.
Christian, what's that feeling like when you guys run for 281 on the ground, then you guys pass pro, you guys throw for another 259? What's that like for you as the O-line, as you guys are just out there just dominating the whole game?
Yeah, I mean, it feels outstanding. I mean, you want to be a double-edged sword. Like you want to be able to do both really well. So having that, having your work come to fruition on the field, because everybody's working hard, every day. So finally, actually seeing it come into action and letting everybody see, what we've been doing, it's a great feeling.
Now, as you look at the, you look at Nevada, they've only scored 77 points this season. They brought in a new quarterback. Defense is playing well. It's easy to kind of get overconfident. Oh, maybe they haven't played well. What is it, the mindset of the defense to go into a game against an offense that hasn't been doing very well so far?
After watching film, a little bit of film, it's kind of the scoreboards and the record is kind of deceiving. They're a very hard-nosed team. They play really hard. They brought a new quarterback in, gave him a little spark last game. So they're probably trying to ride that momentum into this week. So we just gotta bring our hard hats to work every day and play our style of defense.
What about that new quarterback is the most challenge for you?
He's young, but he uses his legs really well, and he's a very athletic quarterback. So we got to keep him in the pocket and get some pressure on him.
Against Cal, you played a young quarterback. Is there something about being young and don't have as much experience that you guys can take advantage of at all?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. A young guy is, on paper he might not have as many reps, some experience, but the game is played on grass, so he might go out there and have more confidence this week than he did last week, and we just got to play our brand,
Christian, asked Coach Lewis about this, and I'll ask you now, kind of from a player's perspective. How have you guys taken the positive from the buzz around the team, but also kind of blocked out the noise in a sense?
Definitely taking the positive in the sense that it's just people are seeing the work that we've been putting in. Like that's definitely been a point of emphasis. You always want people to see what you got, but at the same time, Coach is always reminding us. It's the Aztec family. Whenever we're in the meetings, he's reminding us it's about everyone here in the auditorium downstairs. So. It's good to have the buzz. It's awesome, to bring, pride back into the program, but also remembering that no matter what, like it's about us, Niles and I, it's about all the teammates. It's everyone that's in that room that's suiting up, and he's been doing a good job of, keeping us focused on that.
Now, seemingly the defense has been a key component to success so far this season as you guys lead Mountain West in a lot of defensive categories. How has the defense sustained its success, and what is the mentality heading into Saturday?
I mean, we go against a very talented offense every day in the spring and the fall, and get these blinders on. You don't really know how good you really are. But I knew after the first game, like our O-line, offense and O-line, they're a pretty good unit, and they prepared us to, play anybody in the country. So I think just feeding off of that and taking that confidence game into game really helps us.
Christian, what have you seen from their defensive line? I think they're top 30 in sacks, top 40 in tackles for loss. What kind of challenge are they bringing to you guys?
Yeah, in what I've seen so far, definitely very physical up front. Obviously, they want to stop the run. They want to get to the passer. So it's going to be, a good opportunity for our O-line to just showcase what we got. But they're going to be coming after us, and we're going to be coming after them. So it's going to be a good opportunity.
Christian, last time you guys played these guys was 2 years ago. It was a bad loss. Do you reflect on that at all, or is it such long ago history that you just look for?
I would say I reflect on it a little bit, but not too much. You know, not only because it's far behind us, but also just because not only are we a new team, but they're a new team. So, you know, their front comes with a whole new set of tools that we got to go up against, and obviously our front, you know, been getting sharpened by Niles and the guys, you know, all week, all camp. So it's just a whole new opportunity. So there's not much, you know, to dwell on.
Niles, what's it been like, just the adjustment that you've made, you know, transferring in from where you were? What's that process been like?
Definitely a culture shock when I first got out here. You know, I'm a Midwest kid, all the way in the West Coast, so that was definitely a culture shock. But in terms of football, you know, football is football, X's and O's. You know, we're in a really good room. We got Trey, we got Brady, we got Ryan Henderson. We're in a really good room, so every day those guys, you know, they push you, because if you're not up to par with them, you know, they're going to jump you or they're going to take your reps from you, so you got to come to work every day.
What was it about the opportunity? You had chances to play a lot of spots. What was it about this opportunity with San Diego State that made sense for you?
Honestly, the way Coach Lou talked about it, the family aspect, and him being able to bring everybody back last year really said something to me, because a lot of schools, especially in today's college football era, you know, jump around, getting a payday here and there. So, you know, I wanted to play somewhere with a family that really believed in the program, and everybody, when I visited, everybody was really bought in and really believed that they could turn this program around. So that really, you know, spoke to me.
Now, before the season, the focus was on Trey, you know, defensive preseason player of the year. Do you think the fact that he got so much publicity early in the season kind of had teams focusing more on him and maybe an advantage for the rest of you guys?
I mean, Trey's the dude. Trey's the dude. You know, maybe, but maybe so. Yeah, Trey takes a lot of the publicity and a lot of the attention. So it probably does help a lot. But you know, Trey's the dude, man. I don't know what else to say. He's the dude. So yeah, it's probably helping my end too. I never thought about that.
What do you guys learn from the first 2 road trips that could help you for this one?
I would say for sure playing a complete game. You know, offense definitely was starting to fall short versus NIU, and defense was holding up their end really well. So I think a big emphasis for us is really having a complete game together, having both sides firing off the ball, and you know, showing what we can do at home, but away. You know, we can't have you know, a strong 3 quarters and then fall off in the fourth. We can't have a strong first half and then fall off in the second half, stuff like that. So that's definitely been like a big point of emphasis for, you know, offense and defense.
No doubt. Yeah, just putting a complete game together, because we put a complete game together. There's not many teams who can really, you know, hang in with us for 4 quarters. So we just got to put it on tape and do it on the field.
Christian, what's it been like to watch Jaden's progress throughout the course of the first half of this year?
It's been really encouraging, especially, you know, given what he's battling through, like the way he's able to, you know, perform each and every day. He's a good leader too. Like everyone really on the offense clicks with him. Everyone, you know, likes him. But not only just as a person, he's not just popular, but he's also, you know, a great player. That's why he's QB1. So that in combination with, you know, who he is as a leader off the field, it's been good to see, because it's someone you can, you know, happily block for, you know.